Hi, I'm Byron Udell, founder of AccuQuote. Today, I'm going to answer a question our clients ask all the time. Does it make sense to convert a term policy to a permanent policy? So you own a level term policy with really attractive premiums. Perhaps it has or had a guaranteed level premium for 10, 20, or even 30 years. When you bought it, you thought that by the time the level term period expired, you would drop the coverage because you thought that by then you'd no longer want it or need it. But now, a number of years have gone by, and like many folks that call us every day in their 50s, 60s, and even in their 70s, you're coming to the realization that you may not be done wanting or needing life insurance when the level term ends. So, knowing that, what should you do? What are your options? Well, that depends on several factors. First, does your existing term policy have a convertibility privilege? Is that privilege still available or has it expired? How's your current health? Here's what you need to know. If your current health is perfect, or at least no worse than when you bought your term policy, you have a lot of options available. You might be able to qualify to buy a new term policy with a level premium that could possibly extend your coverage much longer than the current expiration on your existing policy. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or even 70s, and you still want to keep the coverage, you really have to think about whether you'll ever want to not have life insurance, or whether you want the coverage to be here when you die, no matter when that happens, not just if you die before you're supposed to. Bottom line, if you want life insurance to be in force when you die, you might want to think about a permanent policy with a level premium for the rest of your life. Of course, permanent policies cost more than term policies, but that's because they're actually designed to be here when you die. Term policies, on the other hand, are designed to expire before you die, and 98% of the time, that's exactly what happens. Now, getting back to convertibility, if your health has changed and you have a convertibility provision in your existing term policy, you may be able to exercise that provision, which would require the existing insurance company to issue you a new permanent policy with a level premium for life, without you having to be healthy and without you having to answer a single health question or take an exam. It's yours for the asking, assuming you're willing to pay for it. If you want to win the game of life insurance, in the end, your policy has to be in force when you die. If it expires before that, you'll lose and the insurance company will win. They'll have collected your money for years and they won't have to pay out anything since your policy will have expired before you die. That's how life insurance companies make money, and that's how people lose the game of life insurance every single day. But as I said, you can guarantee that you'll win the game. You just need to find a way to die with your policy in force. If you own a level premium permanent plan and keep it in force until you die, just do the math and you'll see that it's a guaranteed win because none of us are getting out of here alive. Of course, the numbers will vary depending on your age and rate classification. But for example, at age 60, a permanent plan of insurance can be as little as $14,000 a year for $1 million policy. Doing the math, if you live to say age 85, you'll have paid 25 payments of $14,000 for a total of $350,000. Then you die and your family gets $1 million income tax free. In today's zero interest rate world, turning $350,000 into $1 million tax free, well, that sounds like a win to me. So, should you consider converting your term to permanent? The way I see it, that depends on whether you can fund the premiums and whether you can afford to win this game. If you don't, the only way to win the game with term life insurance is to die early. Another question we get is, should I convert now or should I wait until later since my conversion privilege doesn't expire for several more years? Why not wait and continue to pay the low term rate for now? Well, there are two reasons that waiting may not work out well. First, as we get older, the price to convert goes up each year. The price we'll pay each year for the rest of our lives for a permanent policy will be based upon the age at which we buy it. The younger we are when we come aboard, the lower the annual premiums will be for the rest of our lives. And when you do the math, the younger we are when we start the process, the higher the internal rate of return is at death on the entire insurance transaction. Bottom line, once you know you want to keep the policy and die with it, the younger you convert, the better the deal. Another factor to consider is that the product choices available in the permanent life insurance arena change all the time. And with interest rates staying as low as they've been, life insurance companies have been raising prices on their permanent plans because they can't earn as much on your premiums as they used to. Now, this doesn't affect the pricing on guaranteed policies already issued, but it will affect the possible choices and pricing you'll face if you decide to wait and apply for a conversion down the road. All in all, in order to make an intelligent, informed decision on this issue, you need to examine all the facts. We do these comparisons every day, and we'll be happy to help you crunch these numbers to see what makes the most sense. Information is good. Once you have all the information, you'll know what's right for you. Call us anytime at the number on your screen. Thanks for listening.